Louise. I'm a sophomore at Drexel University, and I'm so excited for the new GETT video series. I had an amazing time at GETT when I got to network with all the amazing women who were at all the different booths that were at the expo. My favorite STEM subjects are biology and performing different laboratories, and I plan to pursue a medical degree once I finish my bio degree. Happy 20th anniversary, GETT!
Hi, I'm Katie. I have a degree in electrical engineering from Temple University, and I work as a software engineer at the Malvern office of Cerner. Our clients take care of people. We take care of our clients by creating software to help them. We design and code that software to meet the needs of our clients. It is exciting and fun to create something knowing it helps people. Then, what is even more fun is to try and break it to make sure it works. When we know it works as intended, we deliver it to our clients.
And that is why I called this activity
Code Breaker. Because you will be taking code that I wrote to see how it works and to see if you can possibly break it. Today, I would like to introduce my assistant engineer, Rain, who is going to be helping me explain this activity.
Hi, I'm Rain. I'm 11, and I've coded once before in 4th grade, and I'm excited to learn more about coding.
Today, we are going to use code to draw flowers. By changing different values in this code, you can control the number of petals on the flower, as well as the background color of the flower. First, I'm going to hand over the keyboard and the mouse to my assistant, and this is going to be all you. And I'm here to answer questions and help in any way you need. To start, we're going to have you actually just run the code. So, to run your code in a terminal window, you're going to start by typing the name of the software you're running, which is Python. So go ahead and type Python. And then space, the name of your code. In this case, it's flower.py. py is the extension for Python. So go ahead and hit enter. And now we see that it drew a flower. So that code, while it might just be some letters and numbers written in an editor, produces an actual image you can see. If you go ahead and click anywhere inside that flower window, it will close the program. Why don't we try focusing on number 1 and make bigger changes? Going from 300 to 350 is a good change, but it's not as drastic. So it's hard to really see what number 1 does.
Okay.
So let's focus on number 1. What's a big change you can go from 300 to?
450.
All right, go to 450. Let's save your code and have you run it again. So what's different about your drawing now?
They're much bigger.
Bigger, all right. So you think that number 1 is making it bigger? How can we prove that?
We could try a little smaller number now to see if it gets smaller.
Okay, all right, let's close out of that. And remember, sometimes when testing, it's good to go to extremes. So going just to 400 would be hard, but what's a smaller number that you could put in here that will really prove your theory? It says change by increments of 50, no more than 500. What's the smallest number you could put in here?
50.
Let's try it. And what do you expect to happen?
For it to get super small.
Awesome. So what does that tell you?
That the number 1 changes the size of it.
Perfect. So for those of you at home, I highly encourage you to take the script, change the colors, change the numbers, and see what kind of cool flowers you can draw. So Rain, what does this program and this activity kind of encourage you?
To code more.
Awesome. What kind of things do you want to code?
I want to code some more different kinds of things, different shapes. See if I can change it.
Awesome. Everything you use today on your computer, there's code behind it. When you watch TV or play video games, that's code. There's so much power in code, and here at Cerner, we're proud to use that power of code to change the outcomes of the healthcare industry and to make it easier and safer for doctors and healthcare professionals to administer health. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact Cerner and we'll be more than happy to reach back out. Bye, everyone.
Bye.